Hey, this is Matt, and I wanted to do a quick video for you about something that I've learned to kick off my classes with now whenever I teach. And basically the idea is, why the heck should I study the humanities? Why should I even care what anyone has to say besides me? What's in these works of literature or philosophy or other great thoughts of other people? I mean, so what? They have great thoughts. What's the big deal? And I think the way to really think about that is you won't care, and you won't be attracted to any of this stuff if you don't perhaps first go through a bit of a crisis and realize something about yourself, which is that your view of reality is insufficient to get by. If you don't have that experience when you go to college, before you go to college, you may go to college, you may be taking classes and think that everything that you study is being imposed on you. You have no clue what it's all about, and you go through the whole experience. Unfortunately, many people do go through the whole experience not having the slightest idea of why they are studying any of this stuff. Sort of taking a bit of an idea from Carl Jung, the legendary psychotherapist and theorist of psychology. Sometimes we don't grow until we go through a crisis, until we experience some darkness or something that makes us realize that our experience of the world is limited, our worldview is insufficient. And then what happens is we get a kind of hunger to broaden our perspective of the world. We somehow enjoy the experience of seeing things in a bigger way, and we can feel how those things apply in our lives. And that's an experience I think a lot of people who really study the humanities or spend a lifetime of study, a scholarly person, I think that's what they feel, is they realize at some point in their lives, could be young, could be older, that their worldview is insufficient, and they get this hunger to kind of understand the reality of things. That's really where it starts. You won't have any need, any felt need inside you to study anything. You'll want to just go out and get a job. You'll want to make some money. You want to have that freedom and that control over your own life. And what I used to tell a lot of my students, I still do sometimes, is they won't remember me, their humanities teacher, 2 years from now perhaps when they get out of school, but they will remember me 10 years from now or 20 years from now, when all of a sudden whatever they thought they knew and believed to be sufficient about life and about reality, when that kind of wears thin. So that's really it. If you don't have that experience, that crisis you might say, then the humanities won't mean anything to you. So just something to keep in mind, I think, when you approach your studies, that learning and growth really originates first in recognizing that there's a crisis brewing somehow in the way you see the world.